Hello and welcome everybody to another episode of the Geek Tech Show. Oh yes, this looks so much better. And in case you're new here, make sure you subscribe to this channel because over here we do a lot of product reviews where we test out the products for you so you don't have to waste your money on garbage you don't actually need. In today's video, we're going to be checking out 3 different Leatherman knives, including the Skeletool. Next is the Signal, and last but not least is the Leatherman OHT here. Out of those, I'm going to be checking all of them out for you one-on-one, close up and personal, and then we're going to be doing and figuring out which is the one who gets a thumbs up, which one gets a thumbs down, and eventually which one is the one you should be getting for yourself and which gives you the best value for your money. Stay tuned, we're going to be checking this out, and let's find out. Let the games begin, and the best Leatherman is going to win. Which is it? Let's find out. So we have here 3 different Leathermans, and the biggest question is which one of those is the one you should actually get. The first one is going to be all of them in Coyote version. So Coyote is actually one of my favorite ways to enjoy the Leatherman. So here's the second one right here. And the third one, this is not the original cases they come with. So what is the biggest difference between all of them, and which one should you actually be considered to get is the biggest question for you. And obviously it is not a normal question, because out of all of those, one of them is definitely better than the other. So this one right here is pretty good. I like the way it actually looks. The biggest issue I have with this is just how bulky this specific version actually is. It's big, original, and nice. The exoskeleton, otherwise known as the skeleton, is actually the smallest one. The Signal is one of my favorites. It is right in the middle. And then we have this one right here, which is the OHT. That is actually the name of it. So this one is actually the special edition one. I actually replaced the blades in this one. So that's not how you actually get them, by the way, in case you didn't notice the difference. Now, between all of them, the OHT is 4.5 inches by about 1.5. This one is around 1.5 as well. 4 and 1/4 of an inch here. This one is the shortest one, 4 inch by 1.25. When it comes to the weight, this one is the heaviest one, going around 11 ounces. This one is about 9. This is the lightest at around 6. This one doesn't have any pocket clips to them. This one has the clip right here, and this one sports it right on the side, right about here. But this one has 2 different clips to it, one on the side and one right here, so double clips for this specific one. This one also has the double clip right out as well. This one has absolutely no clips. If you want to clip this, tough luck to you. It's not going to happen. Definitely this one is the bulkiest out of all the tools. It is also one of those that most of the things you might actually need to use is not easily as accessible as the other ones. So some of them are on the side that you can get them out. And this one just comes, you have to have two different fingers to snap it out. And once you snap this out, there was nothing. It doesn't actually, I'm tempted, you know, it's really tempting. You think it's gonna flip over, but it's not. It doesn't have that capacity to it. This is one of the oldest tools that they have, actually. Not my favorite. What I do like is that it does show on the side what kind of tool you're going to get on this. The good thing about this is that it actually comes with some of the bigger tools that are available in here. You got the saw right here. You got the knife right there, which is not actually the biggest knife right here. You got the hook. You got the chainsaw. You got the screwdriver. Another screwdriver, but they are not replaceable bits over this. So that's the downside of this one. This tool all by itself, the OHT, is just kind of bulky. It is big, really big, maybe too big, in my opinion. Big, heavy, bulky. One of my favorites is definitely the Signal. It got everything you pretty much need in a survival situation, including the blade on one side, the chainsaw in the other, and it has the whistle over here in case you need this for an emergency purposes. One of the things I don't like is that you have to pull this right there in order to get this to open. Otherwise it's not going to open at all. But I do like how it has this butterfly effect to it. So if you want to open this up, go ahead and open this and you can flip it open. That's the coolest thing about this thing. Now, when it comes to opening them up, you have to pull this like that. They both actually feature the interchangeable cutters for both of them, which is good. So interchangeable cutters I can take any day, and on both sides as well. In case something goes wrong, you can exchange it. You can get a different bolt cutter for you, and you don't have to replace this whole entire tool if you really need it. The Signal also sports one of the best survivalist tools that we have here. Includes the whistle and includes the fire starter right here that you can just use. And if you need them, there's a mechanism right there. Just flip, press on here, and it's going to come out of it. It doesn't come out very easy, but it does come out. So this is one of the tools right here, and you can use the side of the blade in order to use this to start a fire. So of course putting this back in is the trick. There we go. On the other side is the whistle. Put it down. And this one is not that easy to get out. But you can use this with this, and you can try to get the sparks going to set a small fire in case you need to in an emergency situation. One of the things I've been suggested to do is to actually use this blade in order to spark a fire with the rod right here. Make sure you practice before you actually do this. this is not easy to do. If you see my other video about attempting this. Now, what I do like about this is that, like, you can put this right on you. This is probably my favorite of all tools out there. I did custom modify to make it look really fancy because I think the white one looks way more slick than the other one. And another reason why I like the white one is that if you cut with the white, it's not going to contaminate your food with the black stuff, the black residue that is included on the black one. So if you want to use this for food, see, this one is black, and when you put your finger on this, it gets some residue on it. I don't think it's healthy for you to eat that stuff. This kind of comes to the cutting test to this. I have very super sharp blades included here, and each and every one of them blades is extremely sharp. With this one, it's kind of hard for you to get the correct blade out. It doesn't really tell you. The blade is kind of small, ridiculously small if you ask me. Look at the size of this thing. Size doesn't matter when it comes to blades. They're all super extremely sharp, even with this super. This is an old piece of dry wood, and it cuts it like a butter. Remember, always cut away from your fingers, away from you, so you don't accidentally slice yourself. But definitely when it comes to the blade sizes, this one is small, just way too small for my needs. And again, the OHT is just not good enough. The biggest question is, of course, would this actually do it? Both the Leatherman, Skeletool, and the Coyote finish. Those are the only ones I think that have the Coyote finish to them. You can see right here, again, same deal. You can see this is not even straight. This is how it's supposed to be. This one gives you the straight edge to this, gives you more multitools. This one, the only thing about this, the only real downside is that it doesn't have a very good interchangeable blade. Not blade, but interchangeable bits. So this one has the bits here. This is the only one out of those tools that has the interchangeable bits right over here, and you can put whatever blades, whatever ones you want to put in here, the interchangeable for a wide variety of use. Just have to press on it right here, get it out. If you get all the bits set system, you can actually put them in and use them. So that's a very good thing about this one. So if you're not in a survival situation and you need something for everyday use, everyday carry around the house, the Skeletool is going to be your definite the choice you should be getting. On the other hand, if you're going on camping, hunting, and you need something for you to access, this is going to be it, because this one has everything you need except a very good bit system. The bit system is kind of like right inside here, right there. It is not easy to get it out. To get like a bunch of those tools to get into the bit system here. And it's just hard for you to get. That is the biggest problem with this one. It does have the bit system in here that is interchangeable as well. Except it's more like an afterthought. You can see right here, if you need to use the bit system, it's all the way right there. This is an awkward position. And this one is kind of easier position for you to use, and it's kind of small. That being said, it's the same bit system that they both actually use. So overall, if you really ask me, this would be the most useless out of all those tools. It's just too bulky, too heavy. It has more tools, but you don't need it. You really don't. If you want to get the best one for you, I think overall is probably the Signal. I really like it. I like the slim, the way it looks. It is slick looking, really cool. and probably for most people it's going to be the best one out of all of them. So now that we get all three of them, check them out all close and personal, the biggest question is which is the one who gets the cut list and which one is the one who gets the big thumbs down. Oh, two of them got the thumbs down right immediately, but the real one that got the thumbs down is actually the one in my hand, which is this one right here. This one gets the ultimate thumbs down because it is just too big, too bulky, and pretty much is useless in most cases. Big, bulky is just too unneeded in most situations. In a survival situation, you want to have the best, the fittest, and the smallest, so you can have as many multi-tools as you need, and yet in compact in the smallest possible size. And because the smallest actually wins here, we are almost down to a tie between the Leatherman, Skeletool, and the Signal. Both of them actually get the rare thumbs up, almost a 10-star rating for both. But the Signal, just by a little bit, wins over the Leatherman Skeletool because in a survival situation and for everyday carry, this one just wins it, just by a notch, just by a bit, but more than enough to make up for it. So if you have to get one, and you need one in most situations, this is the one for you to actually grab. The Leatherman Signal is the best one out of all those three multi-tools. It is small in size, compact, and the price is just about right, giving you almost everything you need in a survival situation and for everyday carry as well. Thank you so much for watching the Geek Tech Show. Hopefully you learned something new today, and if you did, make sure to destroy and smash the thumbs up button right down below. Please subscribe to this channel to see the next thing that we're going to have here, because you just never know what is the next thing that's going to come up in this channel.